Welcome back to Rise and Grind, guys. Happy Monday. I know it's been a minute. We have been in the process of majorly upgrading what we're doing here. So I'm excited to bring this, bring this over to you guys and get rocking here.
How to get closer to you for Instagram.
All right, guys. So good stuff. So there's a lot going on right now in the world, and especially from a business perspective. So, can you just test audio?
It's saying streaming to adapting social link and stop because of an error.
We're gonna proceed. So anyway, welcome back, guys. So right now, in the state of the economy, we're just seeing a lot of business owners right now in a place where they are not where they were in the previous years. So it's been tight. But what I want to say though is 2025 is here, and before you know it, and we're in a process right now of potentially a new administration or the same administration. So we don't know, but what we do know is that we have to be prepared for business and to keep growing and building your brand. So a lot of times when people are in these types of positions where things are tight or things are uncertain, we go into a contraction mode where people are focused on, all right, well, what can I eliminate? What can I eliminate? And I understand that, again, that's stuff that, at Adapting Social, we've done as well. But going into a new year, we have to prepare for expansion, not contraction. And how do we do that? You have to be out there at the forefront, especially talking and doing these types of things, putting out content, talking about what you're doing. The biggest thing that I keep, again, doing this for 16 years, it's about people knowing that you exist. It's about people knowing what you're doing. And so many business owners don't even talk about what they're doing. That's the crazy part. They don't post it. They don't talk about it. And it's absolutely crazy that we live in a world where they're like a secret agent almost. Like they don't talk about what they have going on in their business, showing their excitement and what they're looking to do here. So again, because the economy right now is tough and we're going into a new year, and again, we're going into, we're in an election year. So that's why obviously it's a little crazy. We have to prepare for 2025. How do we do that? Is we got to get scrappy too, right? For people who haven't gone networking and doing the things that they would do in the beginning. This is where you got to get scrappy right now. This is not time to be comfortable and complacent. This is the time where we need to roll the sleeves and get the fuck after it right now. Because again, everybody I'm talking to is down from the previous year or previous years. So it's the time to get scrappy and prepare for the next year. And you have to do that very, very intentionally by setting yourself up, again, with brand, with social, and just getting out there and doing the things that you don't want to be doing that make you feel uncomfortable.
To that point, last year we saw there was this huge uptick in buy now, pay later platforms. And this year, even more so, because consumer behavior is dipping. People do not want to spend money when they're coming into what is an unknown time of their life, right? So more and more businesses are adapting to this buy now, pay later. And that's actually how they're able to still get purchases coming in without their customers feeling the friction of that purchase at all. So if that's not something you've explored yet, look into it. I know that there are fees associated with it, but it could help push somebody to make a purchase, especially if your product or service is a little pricier, right? And people have to think about it before they whip out their wallet.
Right. And also, just speaking of being scrappy right now, just anytime you're feeling like you can't do something, right? Like I don't have enough time to work out. I don't have time for self-care. I don't have time to hang out with my kids. I don't have time to do this. Just remember one thing, okay? All in about a week, Elon Musk launched robots. He reused and had a successful landing of a booster on a rocket, which has never been done before. Like innovating in the vehicle space. It's like insane what this guy is doing right now. I'm mind boggled by Elon Musk.
I want to see what his calendar looks like throughout the day, because I heard that he doesn't really sleep much. He gets like minimal sleep, and he's so fueled by his passions that he just dumps his energy into it.
Yeah, I saw something like he gets like 7 hours of sleep.
Really?
Yeah, like 6-7 hours of sleep.
Oh, he's a superhero. I don't know how he does all of that.
But there
gets sleep.
But there has been times in the past, like when Tesla was going under, where he wasn't sleeping, right? Like
maybe that's what
there's different peaks and valleys, obviously, but like with him right now, though, he's like, yeah, no, I sleep normal, whatever. Like,
oh my gosh.
But it's like I feel like when people interview and ask him that question, like, how the hell are you doing all these things? And I feel like I can't do like anything in my life. And he just like the one thing about Elon that I love though is that like if you ever look at him, he doesn't look polished ever.
No.
Like he just doesn't give a fuck about his appearance. He doesn't care about like pleasantries. It's like, let's get it done.
Yeah.
Why are we not doing it? Let's get right to the chase. Whatever. Like he even has he talked about how like if they're in a meeting and somebody's not adding value, he asks them just to leave.
That's incredible.
He's like, if you're in a meeting ever and you don't feel like you can contribute, just get up and leave. Or if he's feeling like you're not, then he just tells you to leave.
That's
like
incredible.
how insane is that?
Yeah.
So
he's focused.
He's dialed. The dude's
Yeah,
dialed.
He's really focused.
So, but anyway, anybody out there who feels like they can't do something, just remember, in 1 week, Musk launched robots, went up there to get people out of the space station because they were stuck there.
Oh, that's what that was?
That was he went up there, and then while he's doing that, because NASA couldn't do it, so he went and did it. On the way back, he also saved, for the first time ever, the first booster to ever be saved in history. So this dude's just absolutely bananas.
Oh
so
my gosh.
yeah, anytime you feel like you're not doing enough, just go watch Elon Musk, okay? Because he's fucking moving mountains on the regular, which is bananas. It's absolutely bananas.
All right. I'll transition into my topic, which is still tech related. But Gemini. So if you're using these AI platforms, I'm sure you've used ChatGPT and Gemini. Gemini just released their first AI image creator called ImagineG, and it's free to use right now, which is a really great benefit to any businesses who are looking to create content and they just don't have it right now. So you can go into Gemini and type in, create me a photo of X product in this type of atmosphere, and create something that looks otherworldly, honestly, right? Something that doesn't look like it's part of this reality, or maybe it does.
Something like, show me Megan on a Peloton. I'm just kidding.
I love my Peloton.
I'm kidding.
Do
you use it?
Yeah, I do.
I don't use mine.
You don't?
That's why I was busting jobs.
My gosh.
Everybody who's gotten those things now, they just sit there, they're dust collectors.
Well, see, I was getting bored of the classes, but then they put Netflix on it.
So now you can obviously work out and watch Netflix.
Well, how smart is that? It's like,
All right.
if I'm going to sit and watch the show anyway, I might as well just bike and watch it.
Yeah, like why not?
And then you don't even realize that you're biking. I did it the other day and I ended up biking 12 miles.
Wow.
I know.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
But I will say though, Peloton is on the road to bankruptcy.
I know. I've seen that. And now they're doing like, wild. You can rent a Peloton. Like they're trying everything to try to make their product and get revenue coming in, which isn't a bad idea. I mean, they went from selling their products to that wasn't working, so let's try the rental part of it. And
I don't who wants to rent a Peloton though? Like, I don't know, what does that mean, rent it?
I mean,
like,
it's the same thing as
it's like a lease. It's like a lease.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you might as well just get a monthly plan to finance it. But
you know what though?
They're trying.
The thing is though, is what a like example. I feel like we're gonna see a lot more of that in the future, because like businesses going through this, because like Peloton was around, blew up during COVID, right? Like blew the hell up during COVID. That's when I got my Peloton bike. And then fast forward, people after COVID that could go back into gyms and get back out of their house. Like who wants, like honestly, this is the problem. Like during COVID, people set up gym equipment in their house.
Yeah.
Like I did it. And it was like, yes, for the first like few months, you're really in it, maybe even the first year. And then once you can go back outside again and do stuff, like go for walks or go ride your bike outside, actually, it's like you don't want to be in your house anymore.
See, I look at it as like seasonal workouts. Like when it's nice out, you go outside. The Peloton is like for now into the winter where it's getting really cold. I like to be comfort.
Right. But you know what though? It's got to be, what I will say too though is, because when you look at why Peloton's going under, it's because there's a massive temporary demand, and then boom, the legs fell out of it, right? And so it's like, because I really don't even see remember back in the day, like those home workout gym things they would send you, like the Bowflex, and like all those things. Like I don't ever see those commercials or ads or anything like that. Like I'm sure they're still doing something, but I just feel like it's down. And so it's like there's got to be something to learn from Peloton, because like they were massive. I remember there was somebody that I was introduced to that actually was pretty high up at Peloton, and he had stock, and he was like a normal employee there that had stock options, and his stock options at one point were worth like $2 million.
Oh my god!
And he was like, I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm not gonna let go of it. And then last time I saw him and I asked him, it was pretty much worth zero.
Should have let go of it.
If he sold those shares, that's 2 million.
Yeah.
2 million.
My gosh. I mean, I'm sure he wasn't able to predict that. Peloton
No,
was
I know.
at, it was like the pinnacle of
It was massive. It was
yeah,
really
of fitness.
massive.
Everywhere you looked, and their app was doing so well. They had so many things, but to your point, people want to be out of their house now.
Yeah.
So,
What a difference. But quick shifting gears, one thing that I found so surprising was how like the VR industry wasn't what anybody expected. Like truthfully, I feel like before when Meta first launched MetaQuest and Meta, it was like, oh, we're gonna have these cool headsets. We're gonna be working from them. We're gonna be like doing all these cool things, in a work setting. And then, it didn't really build up a huge ton of hype, right? People had them. I remember Angelica had one. I got it to do a little workout. But then we see Apple's like, we're gonna release the Vision Pros, and we're like, whoa, like that's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Like Vision Pros are gonna be absolutely bananas. I can't wait to see this. And fast forward, Vision Pros flopped. Now they were expensive, of course, but one of the biggest things though, it's outside of the expense. It's like Meta Quest also has the brand new ones for $299, but I still just don't see that. None of our clients or anybody's hit me up being like, "Do you jump on a VR meeting?"
no, we're not
Right.
seeing that at all.
We're not there. We're not there yet. Maybe that's what it is. But I honestly, when I hear why people don't like the Vision Pros, like they're like, this is so insane. This is so awesome. But what they're not liking about it is apparently get tons of headaches from using it. It's just, and it's also just rough. You got to like plop on a headset, and then you have that like the uncomfort, like, when you're wearing like goggles for a long time, if those marks on your head, it's like you just got those going on. But the VR industry wasn't what we expected it to be. And I think similarly, right? So the caveat here is similarly is, AI was something that it's obviously crazily evolving still from a copywriting standpoint, from an image creation standpoint, from an autonomy vehicle, Tesla driving standpoint. But when it comes to being a business owner and creating content and building up content, one of the things that we're still seeing clear as mother effing day is that these platforms are like, hey, use our AI, Google, use Gemini. But if you leverage their AI for copy, just copy and paste it, you actually get penalized for it.
Yeah.
So it's important to note that. I wanted to resurface that. I know we talked about it a couple times over the year, but it's important to note a lot of people, especially in real estate sectors or sectors where it's like, hey, I just want to create some quick blogs, so I'm just going to have AI write it for me, and boom, I'm all set up now. But keep in mind, when you do that, you're actually hurting yourself. How are you hurting yourself? Because these platforms want authentic, real content, like Google. So when they're searching your website and they see AI written content completely that isn't tailored, they have ways of identifying that. It actually hurts you, right? Because then it's like, in a way, it's so funny. In a way, it's like we're like throttling, like Google and these major platforms like Meta are throttling themselves because they're like, hey, we want you to write authentic content. Cool, great, let's do that. But now we have AI, so use our AI. But some people are just leveraging it just to use the AI. And what ends up happening is that Facebook, or Instagram or Meta as a whole, is saying, well, this is not authentic content. So the point is that leverage this content to be something that can help you with an idea versus it being something that's going to just give you the answer and post it. You know what I mean? Or put the blog up or use it for SEO or whatever. Mm-hmm. You have to leverage it correctly, because when you just grab it and copy and paste, that's where it's hurting you. It's amazing what it can do just to give you some ideas, right? For the idea side of it, it's great. But when it comes to the, just pasting, that's where it's hurting people.
I mean, think about it this way. Imagine if you called a business and you get the like robot voiceover.
Right.
It's like press 1 for whatever.
Yeah, I hate it. I'm like, go to 0.
That's the same impact that these AI blogs are giving consumers. Nobody wants to read from a robot. They want to read where there's the nuances of, different human languages and emotions. And so it is good to create an outline, but you have to go back in and add the language that you would use when you're talking to your customers. I always say, like, create your blog as if you're talking to your best friend. And use that, maybe not your best friend because the language might be a little too casual, but use that type of language that's engaging and conversational, and you'll have a really good result on search engines. Yeah.
You know about those results on search engines.
Mm-hmm. Switching gears over to Instagram, you may have noticed that they came out with new profile cards. when you
Mhm.
go to share, which
Mhm.
is really cool. It's really helpful for people who are looking to get more followers, or if you're out, people are out and about more so now at networking events or just out and wanting to share their profile. So rather than having to search now, you can just pull up your profile card and have the QR code scanned by the person standing with you. So it's making it a lot more accessible to get followers in real life, which is great.
I like that.
Yeah, it's really nice. And then the TikTok algorithm, it's pretty similar to Instagram right now, but they actually just released a few tips to anyone who's looking to grow their profile about the key factors that are driving the algorithm. And of course, we knew engagement, right? Likes and
Mhm.
comments matter, but they're actually saying that the watch time overall on your video is what's driving the video through the algorithm. So even if you aren't getting a ton of likes and comments, if you're getting a ton of views, TikTok is seeing that as a relevant video, and it's going to keep recommending it to other watchers or other viewers. And then they said that the sound that you choose for your video can increase the engagement by up to 30%. So you really want to make sure that
Ooh.
your 30% is a
Ooh.
lot, right?
30%.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that
I
you're
like that.
choosing trending sounds and trending audio clips, and you can do that literally by just going through the feed. And if you see something that you like, save it and just find a way to apply it to your business.
I love it. I love it. And one thing on that, so obviously we're here live right now, guys. And one of the things that I have been pushing, and I'm already seeing some of the clients that we're doing this with work on it, is going live is the only way that in 2024 and maybe who knows, we'll see. But when you post that, it alerts all of your followers, go watch Adapting Social is live. There's no other way to do that, right? Obviously, if people turn on post notifications, that helps when you just post, but not everybody's going to do it for you. This is the one way on all these platforms, Meta exclusively, where when you do this, it goes live and everyone gets notified. So you have to start going live more often. My recommendation is at least once a week, right? So, and we try to practice what we preach here. That's why once a week, that's what we're doing here. We're going live. We're talking about business, subject matter expertise in, trends and different things like that. But it's important to go live at least once a week and talk to your audience about what it is you do, what's going on in your industry, and not only obviously educate, do a little entertaining while you're on, right? People are not here just to be sold anything. They want to laugh a little bit.
Right.
They want to cry a little bit and whatever, right? So bottom line is going live is the only way. Again, most businesses right now who are hurting because the economy, when you're looking for free resources, this is the free freaking resource. Go live, okay? That's the only way that you can do this and get in front of all these different people.
And it's a great way to just build trust online too. Right now, consumers want to feel like they're a fly on the wall in wherever you're located, your house, your office. They want to see what is it that you're doing when nobody else is watching or nobody else is with you. So even if you're sitting there answering emails, go live, see who jumps on, talk about what you're doing, what you have planned for the day, challenges you're experiencing at the moment. The more human and vulnerable you can be, the more you're going to build that trust with your followers in real time.
100%. And also keeping in mind that it's the best and easiest and free way to get in front of more people.
Right.
And I'm going to segue that into the next topic, which is, again, with the state of the economy and talking to these business owners who are hurting right now, I'm bringing up these different things that are free ways to get in front of way more people. So the one thing I want to say, though, is one thing we've been doing here for a very long time, which is called brand gladiators, okay? Brand gladiators. If you haven't heard me say that, then you don't know who I am, okay?
True.
But brand gladiators, what that is, if you don't know, now you know, okay? But essentially, brand gladiators, it's the only way to jetpack your content and to start ranking better in the algorithms on all social platforms. So what you have to do is you reach out to 10 family members, 10 colleagues, and 10 friends, right? We start small, so it's 30 people, okay? And you have a serious conversation with these people and you say, listen, right now I'm taking my business or my career seriously. I'm really enhancing my social media presence. It would mean the world to me if you could go on and turn on post notifications. So every time I post on, Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever, that you get notified and you can go comment and do a like and share if you're feeling crazy. Now, if you have 30 people that are consistently doing this on all your content, okay, now let's just use Instagram as an example. Instagram is going to say, wow, this is really valued content. People are consistently coming here. They're liking it. They're sharing it. They're commenting on it. This is a value because most people don't get that. Most people will post stuff, get a few likes, and Instagram saying this is not a value. So if you have people doing that, boom, now you're growing in the algorithms. You're going to be on the explore page. You're going to be in different areas, seeing different people that you wouldn't ordinarily see, more eyeballs. But the point though is that when you ask people, especially to share on IG specifically to their stories, what that's doing, let's just use a quick example. If I'm a chiropractor and I do this to 30 people, and let's just say 10 of them start to share on their stories, my posts. Now, on average, people have between 300 to 400 followers on Instagram at least, maybe 200 or low. So for easy math, let's just say that's 4,000 people, right, that are seeing this, okay? And now because of the stories, those people are posting their stories now. So now all their friends that follow them are seeing it. Now they're saying, oh, my back is kind of hurting me a little bit. Oh, well, John knows a chiropractor. He clearly does because he shared this post. Let me ask him if this is a good guy. That's generating you warm leads. That's what that's about. Brand Gladiators is about getting in front of new people for free, but more importantly, it's about getting you warm leads for free through tapping into your own network. Not enough people are doing that, right? So again, in an economy like this, where businesses, for the most part, small businesses are down right now, even big businesses are down right now, right? We have to get scrappy. We have to get resourceful. And doing what I'm sharing, getting out there, building your Brand Gladiator network is going to help you get in front of more warm leads. And it's going to put more eyeballs on your brand. So get out of again, a lot of times when we're having these conversations with people, they're like, oh, I don't want to, I feel weird asking my friends. I feel weird asking my colleagues. I feel weird asking my family. Fuck feeling weird. It's not about you feeling weird. Who cares about that? What you need to care about is growing your business and building what you work so hard and fight for, which is your business, right? So if people don't know what you're doing, you're not there giving some sort of ask, being like, hey, give me a follow, or, I'm here to help, sharing that you can give back, you're not going to be winning, right? And again, in this economy, if you don't have money to spend on ads or to get out there and put up billboards or, do these things that most people do to get more business, then you have to get creative. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. I want you to win in a weird economy, right? Or in a tough economy. So bottom line is you have to get resourceful. Brand Gladiators is a great way to do that. And going live is a great way to do that.
Or
so make
tap
sure you do
into your current customer base too. So many people forget about that, right? These are your customers are people who already trust you and have done business with you. What better way than to spread more awareness than to say, hey, I have a referral program or there's a referral incentive. And if you bring me business, they're going to be incentivized. And then they're going to tap into their network. And for the most part, consumers believe their friends over businesses. So that's actually the better route to go if you're trying to build trust and get more awareness and visibility. Tap into the people who already trust you and then get them to be your Brand Gladiators as well.
Facts. Yeah. Again, but that's a great point because most people, they are not leveraging their happy clients.
Right.
They're not saying, hey, you're happy. Like, who do you know that I need to know, right? That I can help. They're just moving along and doing their things. And listen, I've been guilty of that for many years, right? But you have to leverage, again, in tough economies, you have to leverage every different angle. There are so many people that, again, like that don't even have their team engage with their own social profiles or don't even like talk about what they're doing, right? And so at the end of the day, like in this type of economy, that's what you have to be doing to get yourself out there. Let me see here. I think we hit everything.
I think so.
I think
and
we
more,
hit it all.
Which
Which
is great. I love going live again this way, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Yeah. So on that note, Megan's gonna hit us with a Motivation Monday.
Oh my gosh,
Let's hit it. She's gonna hit us with a Motivation Monday. She's feeling motivated. Let's go, Meg. You got this.
Why do you put me on the spot like this?
You got this. Rob is so
Rob immediately grabs the camera.
Rob
zooms in.
Rob just gave a devilish look. He's like, "Yes, I love this."
All right, I gotta dig for motivation right now.
She's like, "Live, laugh, love."
No, I mean, I feel like I always use the same type of motivation, but our thoughts really are so powerful.
Yeah.
But I don't want to use that today.
Yeah. Let's do something new. Let's do something new. What do you think? Yeah, Sheik laughing.
Sheik, don't laugh. Okay, it's not really going to be a motivational quote, but motivation for the week. I'm reading this book, The 5 a.m. Club, by Robin Schwarm, I think his name is. I could have butchered that, but it's a really good book. And it basically talks about how people, to balance out yourself in a really busy environment between work and what you have going on personally and with your family and all of these different things, your time in the morning is a great way to maximize your passions and fuel your fires. And if you're not giving yourself that love, then you can't spread it anywhere else. And for me, what that means is I fill so many people's cups throughout the week, right? Between, our team and clients and my family and everybody. And if my cup's not filled, then I can't pour into anybody else's. So it's so important. I know so often people are like, well, I'm too busy to do this. I'm too busy to work out, or I'm too busy to do this for myself. But if you're not doing it for yourself, how can you give to everybody else? And we say the same thing for our team. And, we're a really creative agency. We have a really creative team. You can't be the most creative if you're not feeling like you're in your element, or if you're not feeling completely refueled, which is why self-care is one of our core values here, and really making that time. So this week, even in the busiest of moments, take 10 minutes to go for a walk, or take 10 minutes to listen to your favorite podcast, audiobook, whatever it is that fuels your cup. It's so important. You can't neglect it.
I love it. That was fire. Look at that. That's why we got to put Megan on the spot. Okay, she just spits out fire when you throw her in a corner.
Yeah.
But the one thing I just want to even further on that, I love that. I think that's absolutely amazing. And most people don't take care of themselves. They just jump into their days and they just get after it. And they're wondering why they're feeling depressed, or why they're feeling like anxious, or why they're feeling like just not happy. Or like, why does life keep happening to me? And I think even though Megan's really in the 8 a.m. club, because that's when she wakes up, right?
Yeah, like you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. I don't wake up at 8 a.m. But
I know, I'm kidding.
You have to make time for yourself.
But honestly, I think that's one of the biggest things. Before I had kids. Remember back in Asbury when we made that video of me, like that 24-hour video that Laura shot with me.
Yep.
Literally, I was up at 4 a.m. at the gym, blah blah. But I wasn't actually doing things for, like, obviously it matters for my health, but it wasn't actually doing things that I liked, when I shifted that mentality to where I am now, it's like I do things in the morning that I enjoy, right? So like if I want to really get my day started, I will go and I will, for instance, like this morning, I went quadding this morning at 6 a.m. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. Like, and then I came back and I like boxing better than I like working out right now. So I did boxing, and then it's like whatever fuels you, do it. Some people want to play video games in the morning, like Rob, right? Some people want to play Halo, like Rob, right? Like it's 2008, but no, I'm busting. But it's like you have to figure out what, like, to your point, fills your cup.
Yeah, what works for you.
Yeah,
right? To your point, because I think back then you were motivated by so many other entrepreneurs who were saying, "This is my regimen, this is my schedule." So you try to adapt to that, but you have to really tap into like what does recharge you, what feels good. Yeah. And in this book, actually, they have a 20-20-20 rule, which is like 20 minutes should be on your fitness, 20 minutes should be nourishing your mind, and 20 minutes should be nourishing with food, like actually eat your breakfast in the morning.
No breakfast in the morning. We
fasting.
We fasting out here.
Yeah, I can't fast. I get hangry way too quick.
Robbie Egg McMuffins?
Like way too quick.
No, I'm busted. I'm on a Rob kick this morning. But anyway, honestly, I think that's so fire. Great way to kick off the week. Guys, again, happy Monday. I hope you crush your week. And one thing is, again, we've heard this, it's cliche, but I'm going to say it anyway. Either you run the week or the week is going to run you. And it starts on the daily level, right? So you're going to either own the day or the day's going to own you. Same with the next day and the next day and the next day. And eventually you're in a week, and then you're in a month, and then you're in a year. So many people are always saying to themselves at the end of a calendar year, damn it, I didn't lose the weight, or damn it, I didn't hit the business goals, or damn it, I didn't do this. But like, we don't know if we have tomorrow. And if you're actually doing everything you have to do today, then you're going to be sick. If you're doing it every day to your max, if 365 days a year you're doing that, that's going to be an insane change in anybody, right? So I hope you create a great week, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And that is all we got here for you today, guys. Take care.